Hello everyone, it's Shane Kanto, your Wasteland reviewer, and I'm here to review The Five Devils. And this new French film is an interesting magical realism that balances a young girl, Vicky, played by Sally Dramé, who is traveling through time and seeing the past of her mother to give context to the challenges that she's having in her present life. And this is from director Léa Messias, who really creates a raw atmosphere. This is a very emotionally impactful and engrossing experience, and how the fluidity of how it travels through these time shifts with the editing and the direction and the tone really works. There's loving and tender moments, there's intensity, there's rawness, there's all of these emotions packed into this film, which is just over an hour and a half long or so. This is quite an impactful balance of drama and romance and this fantastical element that leverages this mechanism for us to be able to flesh out a deeply conflicted woman played by Adele Xerxopoulos, who I absolutely love her work from You Have Blue is the Warmest Color, and plenty of other performances that she's been able to turn in and really impress. And here she gives a fantastic performance that balances a lot of different things. You see her confident in her gymnastic days. You see her in modern day a bit hollow and feeling like she's missing out on her passions and her true love, because she's really in love with the sister of her husband, and she always has been, and kind of pushing those feelings to the closet and just accepting what is expected of her. You see these flashback moments through the eyes of Vicky in these very raw and intensely sexual and emotional moments that's shared between Adele's character Joanne and Swala Amati's Julia. They have great chemistry. They're dynamic. You have some really tender moments between them, and you get really engaged in their experience. You also see the heartbreak, the challenges of them in this modern time, in today, as they closet these feelings, and where these challenges emotionally take them can be tragic and devastating. And you also have Mustafa Mbenge, who plays Jimmie, who is Joanne's husband, who feels very distant and reserved and cut off. And Mbenge gives that performance in a very believable and tangible way that we can see that distance, and there's layers in the small details in his performance, and you can tell like maybe he's not absolutely happy either. And there's some really impactful moments when they come colliding emotionally, and that's really where both these actors get to really shine. And all this through the eyes of a daughter trying to see who her mother really is such a fascinating vehicle for this film to process. And it's an impressive storytelling device as well that pulls back layers and gives us this wide-eyed young perspective, who generally it's like you have this very specific perspective on who your parents are, and this film slowly shattering that innocence. And you see Vicky also goes through her own things with bullying and all these different kinds of things, and Dramé does such a great job with this performance. And all of this film is balanced so well, emotionally impactful, in a very French way. Probably not going to leave you with the happiest emotions all the way through. There's going to be some bumpy roadblocks and tons of giant pitfalls along the way for us emotionally, but once you get to the end, this is such an impressive experience and such a well done film. Definitely would recommend coming to movie. But those are my thoughts on The Five Devils. Let me know what you think, and let's talk some movies. But thank you as always for tuning in and supporting your Wasteland reviewer.